Bike Touring Mike here. Earlier this week I just bought perhaps the most cheap bikepacking bags that you'll ever get your hands on. A couple of weeks ago Lidl released this set of 3 bikepacking bags that each cost around 15 euros or $15. So I thought I would give them a try and let you know what I think about them. The handlebar bag consists of 2 parts, a harness and a waterproof dry bag. You can separate these 2 parts from each other, which is a good thing since you can leave the harness on your bike while you unpack your things in the dry bag. For demonstrational purposes, I've packed the dry bag with a camp towel, a sleeping liner, my tent poles, and finally my tent. As I said, these 2 parts can be separated from each other and they are joined together by a piece of sturdy Velcro. The material of the harness seems to be some kind of ribstop nylon. The buckles on the harness seem okay for this price range. There are in total 3 straps on the harness that are connected to the bike, and 2 of them can be adjusted horizontally. The 3rd strap is to be strapped around either the head tube or the steer tube, and there are plenty of different holes to choose from on the backside of the harness. The buckle straps can be adjusted a bit, but it seems really snug, so if you have packed your dry bag with a lot of things, you're not really able to do so. The frame bag isn't that big, it's just about 2 liters, but you should still be able to fit your cell phone, a power bank, maybe a power bar or something to eat inside of it. However, I tried to fit my tent poles within it, but it seems to be too short to fit my tent poles. And finally, the 3rd bag is the saddle bag. On top of the saddle bag there's an adjustable cord, so you can add things on top of the saddle bag, such as your rain jacket. There's also a reflective patch on the saddle bag as well. And the buckles on the saddle bag feel okay for the price you're paying. As with the handlebar bag, you roll the saddle bag a couple of times to open it up. Just for comparison, I've packed the saddle bag with my Aegis Max ultralight sleeping bag and my Sea2 Summit Comfort Plus sleeping mat. As you can see, the inside of the saddle bag is a nice blue color, which makes it a bit easier to see what's inside of the saddle bag. On each side of the saddle bag there's this compartment with a hard plastic shell in it, and I guess you can remove the plastic without bending its shape too much. And by removing the plastic you can maybe use that compartment as a pocket for a multi-tool or something similar. Okay, let's head outside again and see if we can mount the 3 bags on my mountain bike. Let's start with the saddle bag first. We start by taking one of the straps and attaching it to the seat post. Then we pull in 2 of the straps around the rail of the saddle and we click the buckles. As you can see here, the saddlebag wobbles a bit, and by tightening the straps you can avoid this movement. I did this and I really didn't feel it moving around that much when I was cycling with the saddlebag on my bike. One thing I did notice though was that the seat rail strap kind of cuts into the bag and divides the bag in two halves, and the top half of the bag kind of slopes down a bit. While the saddlebag was a bit tricky to get on, the frame pack is really easy. It has 4 straps that you strap around the frame of your bike. So this was my mountain bike, and it really fit my mountain bike really well. But I guess if you have a bike with a more narrow top tube, this can be sort of a problem. When the straps are way too long, they're just gonna flap around. And finally, the handlebar bag. Here you just take 2 of the straps and mount them on the handlebar. And then you take the 3rd strap around either the head tube or the steer tube. After you've done this, you can adjust the straps a bit to make it a tight fit. The saddlebag is probably gonna move around a bit when you're cycling, but I didn't experience it being such a big problem when I took the bags on my test run. Using this handlebar bag can be a bit of a problem on a mountain bike though. As you can see here, the cables are a bit bent by the weight of the handlebar bag. I actually think this handlebar bag is more suited for a road bike or a touring bike. As I talked about earlier, a nice feature of the handlebar bag is that you can remove the dry bag from the harness, which means you don't have to mount the whole thing every time you're going to use it. So what's my overall assessment of these 3 bikepacking bags? I think the quality of the 3 bags seems rather okay for the price range, but my main observation is that all 3 bags are rather small. It can be okay if you go on an overnight tour in the summer when you don't really need a lot of things, but on a longer tour I really wouldn't consider bringing these 3. Could be okay if you're taking a partner along on your tour and you're already carrying the tent, so your partner isn't taking along too much gear. As I said, I really didn't think the bags were moving around that much, but I was just testing it out on paved roads, so it can be interesting to see how the bags behave out on the trail. Thanks for watching this short review of Lidl's 3 bikepacking bags, and until next time, have a good one.